Hey, 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 it's your favorite remote work enthusiast, Delilah. And as you can see, if you're looking at my screen, we are at Amazon Jobs today. And I actually have three hot, high pay opportunities. One of them is non phone, and another one doesn't really involve taking calls like that, but you might have to make a phone call or two. So, you can lump that as non phone ish. But before we get there, I wanted to share some really important things about Amazon. If you are someone who's like, I would just love to work for them, or, I've heard about their customer service job, I want to get hired for that, then you'll really appreciate this because I'm actually going to show you how you can easily find jobs on their career site, even if it's not one that you've already heard of. But the thing is, Amazon's career site is actually very difficult to navigate, in my humble opinion. I have gotten frustrated many times and just said, bump this, I'm going somewhere else. But I said, I can't have that attitude. I have to learn how to navigate this, make it easier, and then pass this info on to y'all. And this is really important because I think everybody has heard about Amazon's customer service opportunity. That's probably like their most famous, most known opportunity that they offer. And one of the things that I realize is when that lead becomes available, and it opens and it closes within hours, by the way. When that lead becomes available, people have no clue how to get to it from their website. And every moment when that lead is available matters because, like I said, they open it, they close it, and it is gone. And you have to wait months before they open it again. And I have caught it multiple times and shared it on my channel, but it always closes so fast. So I said, you know what? Today I'm going to actually show you guys how to navigate their site because they don't have just that opportunity. They have multiple opportunities that you can do from home that, in my opinion, are actually a little bit better than that opportunity. But, that's my opinion. So anyway, I'm going to show you guys that. Then I'm going to get into the three hot leads. And then I'm also going to show you two really important areas that you will definitely want to check out on their website because it's going to help you get hired. So first things first, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and like this video if you're excited about this info. It really helps me out in the algorithm, and I thank you in advance. And make sure that you have those notifications on because I share hot leads every single weekday for work from home jobs. So this really is the place to be, and you're going to want to lock it in. And on that note, we are ready to jump in. Okay, so one of the first things that I want to point out is a lot of times people have difficulty finding virtual opportunities from Amazon because they're looking at the wrong career site. Amazon actually has two that I'm aware of. Now, this career site that I just clicked over to is their hiring.amazon.com website. This is where you find like the in-person opportunities if you want to work at one of their facilities. This is where you go to find that. But if you want to find their virtual roles, you have to go to amazon.jobs, which is where we're at. So I know that already cleared up some confusion there. Now, the two areas that I want to point out that I think are important before I show you how to find jobs easily is their benefits and their interview tips sections. And we'll start with the interview tips. So here's the thing, okay? If you're putting in an application for Amazon, you got to be prepared for when they give you that next call. So here's the thing. If you bother to put in an application for any of the jobs that I'm going to share with you guys today, then you have to be prepared for when they give you a call. And they tell you that after you put in the application, there's an assessment. And then if you pass that, then they will invite you to a phone interview. And if you pass that, then they will invite you to an in-person interview. And I want to note that they do virtual interviews and in-person interviews. I would imagine that this would be virtual, but they do offer both. So I'm not going to tell you anything and say it's 100% when I can only go off of the information I have found on their site. So if you are invited to the phone interview, they give you the information you need to prepare for it. So you never want to be that person who's caught off guard by any questions. Like that's just the absolute worst. They tell you the areas that you can expect them to ask you about. So why Amazon? If you click on it, then they give you some links to click on to learn more about them. They talk about their leadership principles. Companies like Amazon and, any company really wants you to get in line with how they operate. So you'll definitely want to read up on, what are their leadership principles. And then they also tell you that they're going to ask you behavioral based interview questions. These are the questions where it's like, tell me about a time when, describe a difficult, obstacle you had to overcome at work. How did you, navigate that? Those are those kind of questions, which I know everyone does not like because it really makes you have to think. But yes, they give you information and tips about that. So you can expect it. And then going back to that page, they give you information on how to prepare for your interview. So this is where I saw where you could either do an in-person interview or a virtual interview. And again, I would imagine that this would be virtual if you're going for a virtual job, but I'm not going to tell you anything concretely. And they have links for you to download their tool for video conferencing, and just know that there's going to be at least 2 people in that interview interviewing you. So it says 227 Amazonian. So just know that, because that can kind of be a little intimidating. And then they tell you what to expect before and after the interview. So that interview section, that is what I think is really important. And they have more information for you. But now let's go over to the second section that I think matters a whole lot. Okay, so we are looking at their benefits, and this is one of the reasons why people, I think, lose their minds over Amazon, because they have some really good benefits, and I totally understand. If you are someone who wants to get an education, but you don't want to go bankrupt, then Amazon has an awesome career choice program where it says that they will pay 95% of the cost of tuition, textbooks, and related fees, so you can focus on your studies and not the expense. If you feel like you need to be making more money, but everyone's always offering you the same amount of money, then that means that you want to take seriously their career choice program if you get hired. Because once you get more education in an area, maybe it's a certification or it might be a degree, whatever you go and get is going to set you up to make more money. And then the other thing that I really love about their benefits is their maternity and parental leave program. And I've looked into it and it looks awesome. And when you are pregnant and, even if you're the dad, you are always thinking about money. Okay. You're like, how am I going to keep checks coming in? And especially if you can't actually go work because you have a baby you have to take care of, you will be very glad that the company you work for offers such an awesome program. So those are the 2 areas that I think really matter. Okay, so now I told you guys I was going to show you how you can easily find jobs on Amazon's website. And we're back at that first page, amazon.jobs. From here, I leave it blank and I just hit the search bar. And then instead of scrolling down and selecting remote, which they have here, I have actually found that it's a little easier if I go to location and I type in virtual, and then you'll see virtual locations, and that's what I toggle. Now, Amazon hires in multiple countries, and we want to select the United States because that's where we're at. And then from there, I like to select most recent. And it says 500 plus jobs, but there are pages and pages and pages and pages of jobs. So from here, you can see there's how many pages is that? 256? Yeah, 256 opportunities. So from here, you can just scroll through the list. Searching is a little bit challenging, but you can search. So, if you were looking for that customer service role, you could type in customer and see what they have. But even that sometimes can be a bit of a challenge, and they don't have anything right now. So I was able to find these leads just by hitting recent and then scrolling through. And I try to only share leads that have been posted within the last week. So it really isn't that many pages if you're just scrolling through it like this and, you're reading through briefly, just sort of perusing what kind of opportunities they have. And that's my best advice for how to find leads on their site. I know it's not perfect, but this is what I personally have figured out. Now let's jump into those hot leads. So, the first lead that I'm going to share with you guys is the non phone investigation specialist opportunity. This is a lead that they recently shared. And if you look at the basic qualifications, you only need a high school diploma, 1+ years of experience in one of these areas. So if you've worked in logistics, transportation, supply chain, investigation, risk management, or a contact center, you are eligible. And I think pretty much everyone at some point has worked in a contact center. And then you need 1 year of experience with Microsoft products, and then 1 year of experience performing data entry and analysis to identify root cause and implement solutions. So these are the basic qualifications. All these preferred are very nice to have. Now, in this role, what you're actually doing is you're going to investigate and research seller fee disputes, seller requests for additional storage space, and contacts involving inventory management data issues and disputes. So basically, you're going to be looking into matters involved with their FBA seller program. And this opportunity says that it pays between $31,000 and $51,000 per year. However, you guys know I love me some Glassdoor. Everything on here was above 51,000, and 45 salaries makes me think this is pretty accurate. You can expect to make about $58,000 per year in this role, which is about $29 per hour. So that's some really good money. And the link will be in the description box below. The next two leads that I'm going to share are both executive assistant positions. It says executive assistant game growth, and then the other one is executive assistant strategic executive programs. Now, both of these require you to be, experienced in this area. This one says high school diploma, 3+ years of experience assisting at the executive level. And the other one says that you need to have 3+ years as an executive assistant, 2+ years experience managing executive level calendars, 2+ years experience with travel coordination, and then 2+ years proficiency with Microsoft Office and exceptional written, verbal, and interpersonal communication skills. So in both of these roles, you're going to be assisting Amazon executives, and you're going to be handling things such as coordinating activities, booking travel, making scheduling, and handling complex calendars, things that you would do in a executive assistant role. Like, you're basically the person who people hand all their things to and you sort it out. So you have to be exceptionally organized to be a good executive assistant. Now, you will get paid well, because over 300 salaries, 375 to be exact, have been submitted. And the base pay for this role is $75,183 per year, which is about $37.59 per hour. So these two leads will be in the description box below. Now let's move on to the final opportunity that I'm going to share from Amazon. Okay, so the final opportunity actually requires us to go back to their career area and search. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to type in Amazon Pharmacy. Now, this is only for folks who have a pharmacy tech license, and it's only for a few states, but I've heard many of y'all tell me that you have a pharmacy license, so we'll see. Now, what you'll need to do is you'll need to put in Amazon Pharmacy, and then you'll want to put in virtual locations. And then from there, you'll want to hit most recent. And that's how you can make sure that you're looking at the virtual opportunities that they have. And they offer this role in Arizona. Okay, you got to be a certified pharmacy tech in Arizona. They also have one in Massachusetts. So you must be a certified pharmacy tech in Massachusetts. And then there's another one. They have a virtual customer care advisor role. This is for the state of Utah. So I do not believe in this one you need to be a pharmacy tech. No, you don't need to be a pharmacy tech, but you do have to live within that state to apply. And those are the only ones. So there's only 2 pages, but those were the only ones that I saw. So if you're in Arizona, Massachusetts, Utah for the virtual pharmacy tech role, then you would definitely want to check this out. And I will leave the link to this page in the description box below. So if you live in any of those states, then you'll definitely want to search Amazon Pharmacy as I showed you, and then find the lead that works for you. So those are the leads, you guys. I know I gave you guys a little bit more than what you thought you were going to get, but like I said, if you know how to to navigate their website, then it's going to be that much easier for you to find other opportunities than, just the main ones that you hear everyone talk about and share on Facebook. And you'll be able to come here and browse when you get ready and get hired, hopefully. So last but certainly not least, I don't want to just leave you. I have a few resources for you. If you are serious about getting hired to work from home, then I highly recommend my free 40-minute workshop called the Ready to Work from Home workshop. I have been working from home since 2016, and I have worked as an online tutor. I have answered phones online, doing call center stuff, okay? I have also done non-phone email support things and tech support. Like, I've worked from home for real. And this was all before I got on YouTube. I'm giving you guys all the information that I have picked up over the years. And not many people who share jobs about working from home have ever worked from home. So I'm giving you this straight from someone who has actually done it. And you will learn about your resume. You'll learn about these scams out here, how to avoid them. You'll learn about what you need to outfit your home office. And this is free. So all you have to do is put in your name, your email, hit register, and a workshop starts every 15 minutes around the clock. So even if it's 3 a.m. or 4 a.m., you never have to wait more than 15 minutes to watch. And I highly recommend you have something to take notes with. And then after that, you're going to be ready to get as many applications in as possible. On my website, remoteworklife.co, I have something called the mega list of jobs. It just gets bigger and bigger. Right now, there are 446 companies on it that will hire you to work from home. And we have their direct careers page linked, so you can go there and you can see the latest and greatest. And not every company advertises their open opportunities on Glassdoor and Indeed. So you can bypass a lot of traffic just by being in the know about these companies. And people tell me that they get interviews and hired from companies that they found on the mega list of jobs all the time. And that could be you. And then lastly, when you are ready to get your home office set up, maybe you don't have a computer, you can't work off of a phone or a tablet, and 9 times out of 10, you can't even work off of a Chromebook. What you are going to need is a computer that is compatible for all of these jobs. And the majority of jobs will tell you need to have something that runs Windows 10. You need to have at least a 19-inch monitor and a wired keyboard and mouse. And Amazon has some really economical packages that they sell. They just allow me to give it to you in a easy to find way. And you can get everything you see here, the whole hookup, for $144. Sometimes this is on sale for like 10 or 15 bucks cheaper, but I would not wait around. You won't find this pricing anywhere. I go to the stores and look all the time, never even see a monitor for just this price. So, you can come to Amazon, go to my Amazon storefront, and you can come directly here, click on it, and you can have this to you within the week. It has really fast shipping. So there you guys have it. All 3 of these resources will be linked in the description box below, along with the jobs that I just shared. Make sure you get your application in ASAP. I know you guys are going to shut this one down because this one is most of y'all will qualify for it. So don't delay. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this has been helpful, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.